All right, Chris Popper here in Bangor. I'm joined by Ken Mitchell from the Bar Harbor and Mount Desert Police Departments. And even though it says James Willis on the screen, congratulations on the promotion. But no, you're just sitting in the chief's office. So tell us, I've heard about the Good Morning program, and I'd love for you to tell us a little bit more about it, how it works.
Well, I wish it was a program that we developed, but it wasn't. We picked it up from another police department. We started the program in 2016, and we went out and presented the program to get people to sign up. Basically, there's a very quick application process, and once we put someone on the program, they get a call every morning between 8:30 and 10:30 from the dispatcher. If they don't answer their phone call, then we send an officer over to check on them.
So, I mean, this is fantastic for people who are elderly, for people with disabilities, people who live alone. Is there an age grade? They must be senior citizens or with disabilities. Is that how it works?
We not necessarily. I mean, we don't have we're flexible enough because we have such a small number of people. Most of our people are elderly people that live alone. We did have an instance where there was a gentleman we were calling that his wife was there too. But like I said, we're pretty flexible. So anybody that's living alone, or if there was another circumstance that someone fit, we would definitely put them on the program.
Okay, so I got the application. So that can either be, you can either email that to someone, or if someone doesn't have internet access and aren't comfortable, you probably just call the police departments and request an application.
Yes, they could call either Bar Harbor or Mount Desert. They could ask for me, and if they're not, if it's not something I could email to them, we can get it to them. We even take, within our community, I've got 2 applications. We got one out right now that we need to pick up. So an officer will just swing by and pick that up. I've got another application that's going out that we're going to drop off. So because we're not, we're talking within our community, we don't have to, we can just basically hand deliver it and pick it up if that's what needs to happen.
I mean, this is such an incredible service. About how many people do you have that are getting these daily phone calls?
We've got between 15 to 20. We're going to be adding a couple more, so it's a pretty small number. But we've been able to, the dispatchers that call have been able to just build such a rapport with these people, and to the point where when we call, if we can tell if something's wrong just because they've developed that relationship with them, and we've, again, because we don't have the volume of people that we have to call, we've actually done, we've kind of expanded, and we've done a lot of other things. As you heard today, we're doing a drive-by for one of our people who are turning 100 years old, and the dispatcher set that all up. Yeah, so that's just, we're that flexible with the program, and it's just been, we've been doing it since we started in 2016, and it's been awesome.
Well, and the resident is Marie Nolf, who is in Soamesville, and this has turned into a drive-by parade with fire trucks and obviously police cars. And I mean, how awesome! First of all, happy birthday, Marie! And but to be able to do that and to have developed that information and that rapport is amazing. I mean, this is community policing at its finest.
Absolutely. And and we've it's like I said, we've done so much with this program. We've helped people make appointments. We've helped people get in touch with medical people, and then the whole basis of the program, if we call and someone's not feeling well and they request an ambulance, we can get that ambulance sent right over there. If we call and we don't get them on the phone, then we send an officer, and 9 out of 10 times we have permission to enter the house. So if we don't get an answer at the door, we'll enter the house, and we will, if someone needs medical attention, then we can get it. The other thing we've done is for the people that lived alone or are living alone and they don't have a way to hide a key or put a key outside, through the Mountain Desert Police Association, I bought lock boxes for keys, and I installed those on several houses, and we have keys in them so that if the fire, police, or ambulance need to get in, we don't have to break the door down or anything. We just get access to the house.
That's amazing. I mean, it really is. In this day and age, for you to be able to have the time and the staff to be able to make these calls and to develop that kind of relationship, it's fantastic. And Ken, just give the telephone numbers for because we don't want people to call 911, but for the Bar Harbor Police Department, and then for the Mount Desert Police Department, if you would.
Yep. So Bar Harbor is 288-3391, and Mount Desert is 276-5111. And you'll be calling either department. You can call 24/7. There's always a dispatcher that answers the phone.
Yeah, I mean, just a fantastic service. So, I have my mother lives in Florida. She's 87 years old. I won't give her, because she's going to watch this, so I'm not giving her actual age. But she fell down. I mean, she's now in a rehab facility. She's actually going out and buying one of those medical alert, I've fallen and I can't get up type necklaces. But this is what this is for. I mean, so that way and to be able to make those calls 7 days a week. I mean, there are a lot of places that'll do it Monday through Friday, but
that's correct.
Accidents happen on the weekends, and it's just amazing.
Absolutely. And of course, we started out, 5 days a week, but again, with 15 or 20 people to call, we were able to expand that to 7 days a week. The calls come from the Mount Desert Police Department, but because we're joined with Bar Harbor now, if the Mount Desert dispatcher is busy, then the Bar Harbor dispatcher would make those calls. Some people that are on the program do have lifelines. Some people ask if, well, I've got a lifeline, am I eligible to be on the program? And absolutely, if you have the lifeline and we're calling, I mean, that's even more, peace of mind for you.
Right. I mean, God forbid you fall and get hurt and you have to wait until 8:30 to 10:30 in the morning. I mean, so we're not downplaying those lifeline bracelets or necklaces at all.
Absolutely.
All right. Ken, anything that I haven't asked or that you want to mention about the program? Or
no, I mean, we've, like I said, we're pretty flexible with the program and who we can, like I said, you see the application, it's just basic information and who do you want us to contact in case of an emergency.
Right.
It's pretty straightforward. It's easy to get into. And the thing is if someone signs up for the program and 2 or 3 months later, they're like, yeah, it's not, I don't feel I need it, or it's not something that's working for them, then they can just call and we'll just take them back out. It's not a big deal.
I mean, if someone comes up for the summer and wants to take advantage of it, and then are lucky enough to go to Florida for the winter, you're not going to call down Florida, but
right.
But they can pause for the time being.
Yes, they can. We have one person that does that, and it's kind of the opposite. She stays here in the winter and then goes south in the summer. So during the summer months, when she's gone, we stop the calls, and when she gets back on the island, she gives us a call and we start calling again. So that's worked out really good for her too.
All right. Well, Ken, thanks very much for spending some time and telling us about the Good Morning program. We'll get this posted on the WDEA website, and thank you to you and all the officers with Bar Harbor, Mount Desert, and on all the island for the great job that you're doing. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And the dispatchers in this program are just phenomenal. And they just do a tremendous job once we get someone signed up with calling them and getting to know them and knowing the ups and downs of that person. And they do an awesome job.
All right. Thanks very much.
You're very welcome.